Hello guys, you are watching EduForest Education for Students. Today we will solve question number 1 of exercise 1.3 from chapter 1 CBSE class 10 math. Now the question is given, prove that root 5 is an irrational number. Okay. Now that means we have to prove root 5 is not rational. Irrational means not rational. So we have to prove root 5 is not rational. So everybody knows that this type of problem only can be solved by the method of contradiction. So that is why we will assume that root 5 is a rational number. You have to take its contrary, means what we have to prove, you have to take its opposite, means you have to take its contrary. That means root 5 is not rational, we have to prove. So we will assume that root 5 is rational. Then we will proceed to solve this type of problem, to prove this type of problem. Okay. Now before going to prove this one, let us discuss about rational number. What is rational number and what are the examples of rational number? So you should get clear concept about rational number, because that is very much related to this problem. Okay, if you get clear idea there, then it will be easier for you to solve or to prove this type of problem. Okay, you can also remember the process for a long period of time because you have a clear cut idea or concept about rational number. Now let us discuss about rational number. Don't skip the video, please watch till the end. Okay, now let us discuss about rational number. What is rational number? Any number which can be expressed in the form p by q form is called a rational number. But only this definition is not sufficient. Why? Let us take one example. So this is one example I have taken, and I am taking another example. Now look here, this is a rational number, but this is not a rational number. Why? Why this is not a rational number? Because in order to be for a number to be satisfied or to be called as a rational number, three conditions has to be satisfied. That is, first one is PQ must be integers. Okay, must be integers. Then second condition is Q must not be equal to 0. If this will be 0, then this total number does not exist. So that is why Q must not be 0. Then the third condition is P and Q are co-prime. They should be co-prime. Clear? Now what is co-prime? You must have known. What is that? Co-prime means P and Q both are divisible by only 1. Okay. It is not divisible by any other number. Only 1 divides this one. Okay. Now this is co-prime. Now look here, this number satisfies condition 1 because 3 and 7 both are integers. Okay. Then Q is not equal to 0. This is also satisfied because here it is 7. Now 3, 7 are co-prime because 3 and 7 are divisible only by 1, not by any other factors are there which divides 3 and 7. Only 1 is there. So that is why this is a rational number, because it satisfies all the three conditions here. But here if you look at this example 2, then here you look 6 and 8 are integers, so this condition is satisfied. Q not equal to 0, here it is 8, so Q not equal to 0, this is also satisfied. But this third condition is not satisfied. Why? Because 6 and 8 are divisible by 2. Their SCF is how much? SCF is 2. So they are divisible by 2. And they are divisible by 2, so that is why 6 by 8 is not a rational number. It is a fraction, but it cannot be a rational number. So this concept you have to apply here. If you apply this concept here, then it will be easier for you to understand this type of problem and to solve in a precise manner. Okay. Now let us write the answer. How will proceed? Let us see. Let me erase this one first. Now we have to prove this one is irrational, so we will take its contrary. That means we have to assume this is rational. So you write down here, let us assume that root 5 is rational. Okay, if root 5 is rational, then it can be expressed in P by Q form or A by B form according to the definition of rational number. So this implies there exist integers a and b such that root 5 is equal to a by b. Okay, where b not equal to 0 and a and b are co-prime. So since root 5 is a rational number we have assumed here, so that means it can be expressed in this form, a by b form, and b must not be 0 and a and b must be co-prime. Okay, that means they should be divisible by 1 only. Now this implies if we bring this one to this side, so it becomes a is equal to root 5b. Now take square on both sides, so it will be a square plus root 5b square. This implies a square is equal to 5b square. Now this implies, take this as equation 1. Now this implies, I am writing here, now this implies a square is divisible by 5. Okay, now why a square is divisible by 5? Because here look here, b is a integer we have taken here, b are integer. So if b is integer, its square is also an integer. So if it will be multiplied with 5, then it will be a multiples of 5. So that means, so a square is equal to this much means a square is also a multiple of 5. If it is a multiple of 5, obviously it will be divisible by 5. So that is why a square is divisible by 5. This implies a is divisible by 5. Okay, now take it as equation 2. Okay, now let me erase this one, then we will write next line. Okay, now guys I am not erasing this one. Now guys, let a is equal to 5c. Okay, now why we have taken a is equal to 5c? Because we have proved here, we have written here, we have proved that a is divisible by 5. If a is divisible by 5, that means a must be a multiples of 5. That is why it is divisible. So that is why we have taken c as an integer. So I write here where c is an integer. Okay, c is an integer. That means it may be any integer, 1 2 3 4, anything, any integer. So a is 5. A is a multiple of 5 means it may be 5 10 15 20 25 like this, any number it may be. So that is why we have taken c is any number, any integer. If we will multiply with 5, we get a. So that is why we have taken a is equal to 5c. In the book it is given c. You can take m, n, p, anything in place of c also. Okay, now this implies now put this value, putting a is equal to 5c in equation 1. Okay, in equation, then what we will get? We will get, put here 5c square is equal to 5b square. So this implies 25c square is equal to 5b square. Now bring 5 to this side, so it will be divided. Now it becomes 5c square is equal to b square. Now let me erase this one. Now this implies, now here if you look, now c is an integer we have taken, so c square is also an integer, it is also multiplied with 5, means b square is a multiple of 5. So this implies b square is divisible by 5. Okay, now this implies b is divisible by 5. Okay, give it equation 3. Now you can ask, if b square is divisible by 5, then why b is divisible by 5? Just like a square is divisible by 5 and a is divisible. Why? Because now look here, you know 10 square is equal to how much? 100. Now 100 is divisible by 5. you will cut it, you will get 20. Now look here, 10 is also divisible by 5. So that means when 10 square is divisible by 5, 10 is also divisible by 5. So that is why we have taken here, if b square is divisible by 5, then obviously b is also divisible by 5. That is why we have taken. Now let me erase this one, then we will write next line. Now guys, from equation 2 and 3, we have a and b both are divisible by 5. If both are divisible by 5, that means 5 is a common factor of a and b. If 5 is a common factor of a and b, so this implies a and b are not co-prime. So this implies a and b are not co-prime, okay, which is a contradiction. Which is a contradiction, as we have taken a and b are co-prime, okay. So since we have initially we have assumed that a, b and b are co-prime, but here we got a, b are not co-prime. So this is a contradiction we are getting. So that is why, so this implies our assumption is wrong. So that is why our assumption is wrong. That means what we have assumed initially, that is root 5 is a rational number, that is wrong. That is why we are getting a different contrary result, that is a and b are not co-prime, okay. So our assumption is wrong. That means by hence you can write, hence root 5 is an irrational, okay, proved. I hope you will like this video. If you really like this video, then please like it, share it and subscribe this channel. And also don't forget to press the bell icon, because you will get notification when our next video will be posted. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care.